Need anything from the market?
Bulbasaur.
Science!
How long is this going to take?
Gosh, look at all the great stuff I got.
Welcome to Sniper's Rest, the last best rest stop in
the here and there. I'm Snipes, your guiding companion between worlds. Here you can pause, catch your breath, and explore all kinds of adventures with me. One world, one game, one story at a time. So feel free to take a rest with us before continuing your journey out there. Yapping time! It sure is. We're gonna have some library game, some yapping, and we're gonna figure out something whimsical to play. Maybe it'll be Calico, maybe it won't. I haven't decided yet, but that's the fun of this whole thing. We just go in and we see how we feel. Mitch, congratulations on first. You helped Bulbasaur find the perfect stick for fetch. You've got a sandwich. Yes, I spelt it right. It's heavy. It's a sandwich. And a vitamin. You got plate armor, dishwasher and microwave safe. Unfortunately, shatters on impact. Mitch is currently on a 90 stream streak. That is insanity. Thank you for the support. 90s were the best years. Sorry, not sorry. Agreed. In fact, I would agree so much that as we speak, my retro rewind video is currently being checked by YouTube to ensure that it doesn't violate any policies and procedures and thingies. And it will be live very soon. So that was Retro Rewind, and it was the demo, which I very much enjoyed, and I enjoyed it so much, in fact, that I bought the video game. So that will be played at some point. 90s so good. Best movies came out, still hasn't been topped. It's true. Matrix was a good movie. Is it the best movie, though? Is it the best movie? This is the question. Yes! According to Mitch, The Matrix is the best movie. That came out in the 90s, or just the best movie of all time? Because that's pretty high stakes, my guy. That's pretty high stakes. I am not going to lie to you. Of all timelines. Wow. Of all of the multi-universes. That is a lot. That is a lot. With The Matrix being the best. It's a lot. Because I can't say that I can definitively pick the best movie of all time. I think all movies have their merits in their genre and in their time. One of my favorites being The Fifth Element. Another one of my favorites being The Mummy. And I will be right. The Matrix was a movie that came out in the 90s. I can definitely agree with you there. I adored The Fifth Element. I think that arguably was probably my best movie of the 90s. But again, best movie is opinion, right? So you going, that movie is the best movie of all time, and of every single timeline. Yes and no. Don't you ruin my movie. The Matrix is number one. I was gonna say, don't you tell me some crappy fact that'll bum me out. I really like that movie. Don't ruin it. Okay, so best movie of... Okay, so Matrix is number one of all time for you, and it's also the best movie of the 90s for you. What about the 80s? Obviously, Matrix is the best movie, but out of the 80s, which, in your opinion, is the best movie of the 80s? Now, that's a hard question, too, because there's some really fucking good movies that came out in the 80s. I already know my one. That's because it's got my boy in it, and I love him to the end of existence. I already know my one, but I want to hear your one. Want you to share with the class. God, I need to look up a list. Well, my favorite movie of the 80s was Blade Runner. Outstanding film, in my opinion. Also has Harrison Ford in it, who I love and adore. And yes, Indiana Jones comes in a close second, because, again, I think a lot of us from the 80s wanted to be an archaeologist based off of Indiana Jones alone. A lot of us also wanted to be, you know, a Jedi. But that one's slightly less possible. That was more of a 70s thing, I think. Because technically the first Star Wars movie, but it was the fourth in the series. Make it make sense. The first Star Wars movie ever made came out in 77, I believe. The Star Wars folks will probably correct me if there are any available. I'm sure there's one knocking at my door. You have a few titles to fight. Alright, I'm listening. Computer, are you okay? Computer, are you okay, bro? You have just frozen? What is going on? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it is, because the whole thing's just frozen up. At least you can still hear me. That's a good start, but I can only see the chat on my phone right now. Because it's not popping up on my screen, because all of my windows have decided to freeze. The mouse is still movable, though? Weirdly? Things are happening. Things are happening. Okay, but my temps are fine, and my usage is... Why is my GPU... why are you doing that, bro? Why are you hitting 98 and then going back down again? What in the fuck? Alright, let me task manager. What's crashing? What's having a fit? Who's having a go? What's going on? Somebody's having a breakdown here. Who's having a breakdown? Which one of you is it? Oh, hold on. Oh, we're back. Yay. Okay. That's crazy behavior. My my browser shit itself and made the whole screen freeze. Okay. Sure, why not? Have a little temper tantrum. What else is having a temper tantrum now? What's using all the memory? Okay, it's frozen again. What the fuck? Brother! Brother, what are you doing? What is having a temper tantrum right now? Something is. To compete with Blade Runner, Die Hard, oh, that's a good one. Terminator, also a good one. Star Wars, those were okay. Oh, there it is. It's back. Is it back? What is happening? Something's throwing a fit. Please no speak. There it is. Okay. Something is having a fit. I cannot see what it is that's having a fit though. Something's eating my memory. I'm trying to see what it is that's eating the memory. Hi, you back? Oh, good. Oh, good. This is good news. I would hate for me not to be back. Every time we do stream, something happen. Okay. I'm gonna close some of the programs I have sitting here. Just to take some load off of things. So we can stop having a temper tanty. Give me back my memory. I require it. Alright, I think we're okay now. We did lose a lot of frames there for a bit. But we seem to be alright now. We're back in the the everything's fine stage. So it's all good. Thank you for the jump scare, dragon. But yeah, all of those movies are good contenders. So you've got Die Hard, Terminator, Star Wars. Those were okay. I will always maintain that the first Star Wars was the best Star Wars. E.T. I was not an E.T. kid. I never really warmed to the idea of E.T. He looked creepy to me as a child. And I wasn't a fan. Back to the Future. People are not gonna like me for saying this. But Back to the Future, I didn't like Back to the Future. I don't like Back to the Future, and Mikey is devastated by this because it is one of his fucking favorite films. And I can't watch it. It pisses me off. Ghostbusters was fucking great. I love Ghostbusters. But yeah, Blade Runner was my favorite of the 80s. I've never seen Star Wars, but I know the first three were everyone's favorite. Yeah, I will always maintain that the first one was the best one, and they just slowly fucking sucked after that. Very slowly. With the exception, and again, I know that I am in the minority here, I genuinely think Jar Jar Binks is funny. And I genuinely like Jar Jar Binks. But I know that a lot of people hate that dude, so that's fair. It's not. It's really not. I think it might be the connection. I'm gonna try and like fix it. I can see it's working again, but hold on. Alright. Today is not my day. It's not. I think the mic was in a little sideways, which was causing it to cut out. So it's not the PC because everything's fine there. I think it was just in a little bit weird. I put it in a little sideways by accident. Okay, what was the last thing I said before it cut out? because I don't know. I was talking the whole time, so I don't know what I said. I can't remember. I can't remember. Had some static every now and again with something like it wants to disconnect but doesn't. Is it still doing that? Cause I put it back in. Hopefully it's like fine now. Yeah, it's still doing it. Ah, shit. Alright. Give me a minute, I'll see if I can like fiddle with it. Okay, I powered off and on the headset. Reseated the mic again. How does that sound? I don't want to have to restart stream if I don't have to. It might be a PC thing. Maybe something in the background that's being fucky wucky, or it may just be the headset connection was a bit weird. Much better. Okay, great. If it goes weird again, we'll turn everything off and back on again. But yeah, just let me know if it goes weird again. It's so frustrating. I'm genuinely considering, instead of having to buy a new microphone, I'm genuinely considering just buying a boom. To be honest, because it's just, they're not terrible. Like, the mics are good, they're not terrible, but because you pull them out and put them in all the time, I feel like that is a little bit fucky wucky on occasion. But then again, I don't, like, I'd have to do research on a boom, and it's just like, ugh, that seems like a whole thing that I don't want to get into. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. I'm just glad I don't have to, you know, muck around with like a lot of streamers. They have green screens and cameras and all this crap. And I'm thinking, like, my setup is literally just me putting my fucking headset on, making sure my mic works, and then turning on all my OBS and shit. And then remembering to change like the category and things. I can't imagine having to like set up a whole like VTuber like rigging thing. Like, obviously the rigging's always there, but like making sure it's working and all that, like you would have to start all that process like half an hour before actually streaming. So I'm grateful for the small problems that I have. Yeah, last thing you did say was about Jar Jar Binks being hilarious. Yeah, like, I know I'm in the minority because every fucking person that likes Star Wars seems to hate Jar Jar Binks, so I know I'm in the minority about liking him. And that's okay. But I think he's great. And that's fair. Now, video game news. Video game news. Let's see. Obviously, the Silly Duck game about walking through the Australian outback came out. Big walk. Very cute. Very silly, very funny. Looks like a good time with friends. Why is Blade Runner better than Rain Man? Because I haven't seen Rain Man. So I have no idea what that is. Or why it would be better. No, I haven't. No, I have not seen Rain Man. So no, I have no knowledge of that. Remember, I only like certain categories and genres of movies and TV shows, and if it wasn't a sci-fi or like something like that, I probably wasn't going to watch it. with the very few exceptions of some that I don't like, and some like mainstream like cult classics like Pulp Fiction and stuff. But then again, I didn't ever see Pulp Fiction till I was like in my mid-20s. Like Mikey was the one who went, "You haven't seen this, you have to watch this." It wasn't something I was like exposed to when it kind of came out or anything like that. What else? I'm trying to think. I've never seen Die Hard. I know Die Hard back to front because of how mainstream it is and how many people have seen Die Hard, but I personally have never watched Die Hard like all the way through. I've seen clips and shit of it, but like it doesn't interest me because it's like a crime thing, and I'm okay, cool. It's not my thing. I still maintain it's a Christmas movie though. It's a Christmas movie, and you I can't believe you haven't seen Rain Man. Okay, we're gonna have to make you watch movies. I'll like, yeah, I don't know. Some things just don't interest me, and so I've never seen, like, everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you haven't seen this movie." It's like, that's because the genre doesn't interest me. The story doesn't interest me. What is Rain Man though? I have a feeling. I'm gonna break my PC again with my browser. I'll use this other one over here. That's the most stable one. I don't know why I use the other one. I use two separate browsers for like streaming and then personal, just because I like to keep them separate. That way I don't accidentally like dox myself. Rain Man. I know that it has the Dustin Hoffman in it. Is a road comedy drama. Tells a story of abrasive and selfish wheeler and dealer. Oh, it's got Tom Cruise in it. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen it. I don't like Tom Cruise. Who discovers his estranged father has died and... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is the... Yeah. Don't know that it aged well. And I think that, you know, Justin did a good job of portraying the character that they wanted him to portray, whether it's accurate to the way we currently see neurodivergent people, particularly ones with autism, is questionable. But yeah, I would probably sit through that, but I doubt I would enjoy it. If I'm honest with you, because I really, really can't stand Tom Cruise. I've never been able to stand Tom Cruise. I don't know why. He just grates on me like a lot, and I don't know why that is. I just remember the brother being stupidly intelligent. Yeah, he's a betrayal of what they believed autism to look like in the 80s. Which is why I say it doesn't age well, because it's very stereotypical, and it puts that neurodivergency in a very small box, which is not accurate. However, he did a fantastic job of portraying the character and the medium of what they wanted to show, and I think that he played that character as respectfully as he could. To be fair, that was literally me growing up. I had zero social skills and trouble communicating. Yep. And looking back on it, it's like, oh no, you were such a social child. Yeah, I was a social child, but I wasn't very good at it. And that was the part that a lot of people missed, because, yeah. And it was kind of like, oh, well, you know, you friends come and go, dear. It's like, no, they drop you because you miss the social cues, and then they decide they don't like you because they think you're a bitch, and you're not actually being a bitch. You just don't understand what's going on. I didn't find my voice till after I left school. Yeah, I feel that I was always trying to find where I fit in school, and I never did fit into any specific box category or like, you know, anything like that. So I was kind of... That's why I became the goth friend, because there was literally no other goths. And it's like, okay, well, if I can't fit into any of these categories, then I'll just fucking make my own. So I did. And I quite enjoyed it. Because people stopped picking on me so much. Because someone started a rumor that I sacrificed a human being to a goat or a goat to a fucking demon or something. So everybody was quite not fearful of me, but just like respectfully distant, which worked for me because a lot of them were words that I don't use because they're not very nice. Yep. Mitch was also the goth girl. He was also the goth girl in his school as well. Yeah, I never fitted in any of the groups, but that did allow me to bounce between any of the groups. Yeah, we had a very diverse sort of like grouping system, where I felt that sort of like we were all part of each other's groups, but we also were separate, and like it kind of like came together as one big group occasionally, and then we kind of all split off into our smaller groups and things like that. I love the goth group. They were so chill. Yeah, I was the single goth in my entire school. From the last 3 years of school, because it wasn't a thing yet. I was goth before it was cool, kids. Nah, but like it wasn't a mainstream kind of thing. Like goth was very 80s, like the 80s punk scene, and that kind of stuff. It was kind of part of that. It wasn't really like, we hadn't got into that 90s emo like crossover thing that happened in the later years of high school. So like, it was that like the 2000s, you know, with the Bieber hair and the fucking colored fringe thing that the kids had. Yeah, so I was like the single goth until much, much later. The only goths I ever saw were when we went to the big city. We went to the big city because we were country bumpkin folk. But yeah, whenever we went into the city and into like the valley and stuff like that, that was when I saw the other like alternative folks. And my mom was like, "Oh, look, they're like you." And I'm like, "Cool, let's not do that where you loudly exclaim that in the middle of here and embarrass the fuck out of me. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for that. That was great. Any chance that I had of going over and like actually communicating with those other people is now gone. We need to leave." It's like, oh my god. Thank you for mortifying me in front of a bunch of cool people, Mum. She's your mom. Embarrassing you is her job. Yeah. I think that was the only time she unintentionally embarrassed me. Because she was so happy to see that I was like normal, I think. Because I was like the only one that she had seen that was like, I will wear all black all the time and I don't have any, like, you know, I made my own black Christmas tree for Christmas. It's just, I was a weird kid. And then when she saw other kids that were like me, she's like, "Oh my god, you're not a freak. Thank god. You're somewhat like, look, there's other ones like you. You're not a fucking weirdo." My mom had me tested when I was a kid. She thought I was special. I'm not special. My mother had me tested. Oh dear. Warframe finally gave me the systems blueprint I needed. Congratulations! Okay, even if my kid's assuming I have any don't turn out normal, what would be wrong with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And in this day and age and in this current, like, climate, I guess, the people having differences is not something that is weird or shunned or anything like that. But sort of between, I don't know, the 80s and the 90s, it was a time where, at least in my experience, everybody's experience is differently, obviously, so I can only speak from my own experience. It was a time where, like, it was kind of a bit weird for your kid to be, like, not average. Like, you know, if your kid dressed differently or they behaved differently, it was weird. Your kid had, like, issues, you know what I mean? So for me to not really fit in anywhere, dress like a goth kid and that kind of stuff, I was weird. I had problems, you know? Which of course is not accurate in the slightest, but that was the generalized stigma of it, I guess. At least from my own experience. Again, like I said, everyone else's experience is their own, so it's going to be different than mine. But I came from not a terrible family or abusive household or anything dramatic like that. Like I had what I would call a fairly typical childhood, but my family was very private. They didn't want to talk about any sort of issues or differences or why is this the way it is. Just got swept under the rug. So it was very, you know, we appear normal on the outside. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. We're a totally normal family. That was the kind of thing. So, you know, with my kids and my family in response to that sort of upbringing where nothing was really talked about and you didn't talk about sex or drugs or, you know, alcohol or anything about, like, you know, you weren't open and honest. Sort of that relationship I fostered with my own kids, like to always, if they had a question, to approach it in a age appropriate way. So, you know, when my kids asked about, well, particularly my eldest, like my youngest still doesn't really ask questions like that very often. But like, you know, when they started to ask me what a swear word meant or what, you know, they'd heard some kids say some words, like, I'm pretty sure this is a bad word. And it's like, yeah, it is. And this is what it means. And this is why we don't say it. And, you know, like, oh, someone said something about drugs. What's that mean? And blah, blah, blah. Like, you would explain it in a way that they understood, but wasn't like, you know, in an inappropriate way, I guess. So, like, I've always tried to foster that communication with my kids because I didn't receive that kind of open communication when I was a kid. And I think, you know, in the grand scheme of things, with some exceptions, obviously, everyone's parents don't know what they're doing, and they all are just doing the best they can with the information that they have at the time. And I think that's all, you know, most parents are trying to do. Of course, like I said, with the exception of some families and households that probably shouldn't be having children and things, but that's a whole other kettle of fish. The first sign she got was that I was neurodivergent, but her having 4 sons who were neurotypical made it so she pretty much had to raise me as a neurotypical, which made life interesting growing up, not understanding things as easy as my brothers. Now I'm seen as the intelligent one who knows everything, especially if you're an accidental child like me. Yeah, so like that sucks that you think of yourself as an accident. or that you were told that you were an accident, that's not something I think you should be sharing with your kids, because that makes them feel very unwanted and stuff. Unless, of course, it's, you know, like a little joke or whatever and it's not that serious. But in my head, that's like, I would never say that to my kids, because that would make them feel like, yeah, just not, that would make them feel not very nice, I don't think. You know, in the grand scheme of things, Dragon, you're here for a purpose and a reason, as we all are. And I don't think you're an accident. I think you're a very nice person. And I enjoy having you as part of this community. Okay, Snipes, I'm going to ask you because I trust your answer on this. Alright, go ahead. I'll do my best. Waiting so patiently and quietly. Just yes or no, don't have to say anything more because I want to know is my okay. Just yes or no, don't have to say anything more because I want to know is my mother lying or not. Do you have a favorite child? No. No. Both my childs have strengths and weaknesses. Both my children have strengths and weaknesses in their own rights. They are both individual people. And they are not favorited specifically in any way over the other. They both have different needs as kids. They both see things very differently as kids, and parenting is like juggling. You have to adjust the way that you do things for each kid, because each of them are individuals and learn differently and have different opinions and different ways of seeing things. So it's very yeah, it literally is the best way I can describe it, as a juggling act, because you constantly have to change your tactics on things. Lies, I am the favorite. Okay, your mother might be different, but me personally, I do not have a favorite child. My children are both loved equally, and they both have different needs and different personalities, and that's okay because they're individual people, and I wouldn't want them to be the same as each other. Meh, it's whatever's. Even accidents could turn out for the better sometimes. Having a favorite kid feels wrong. Yeah, but I feel like people do that. Like, I don't, because my kids are two different individual human beings. And I don't like or hate either of them more or less. Like, they're two different people. Plus, it's kind of harmful on both fronts. Favorite gets coddled, the others are neglected. Yeah, it's a lot. I have a favorite brother, half brother, and parent. Yeah, that's fair. Like, everybody operates differently, but I see both my kids as individual people, and they both have strengths and weaknesses in their own rights. And you know, as a parent, we're biologically, I always make this joke with my kids. It's like, well, I'm biologically programmed to love you guys, so, you know, you're stuck with me, sorry. But yeah, that's always a funny and kind of sad thing that I take away from Rick and Morty. Because it's like he just basically says that, you know, you're an animal that's biologically programmed to be part of the pack or whatever, or the group, or I don't know, he has a specific wording for it, but it's like it's true, but it's not. And I always find that bit a little sad and funny. I'm noticing something about the scene that bugs me more than the controller being flipped. Yeah, probably. Like, I like these scenes, but at the same time, I want new ones because there are also things about these scenes that bug me. I do think they're cute though. Like, as long as we don't look too closely at some things. The Bulbasaur, yes, the shadow doesn't move. That's another thing. The keyboard on the keyboard on the computer is flipped. The controller is flipped. Yeah, it's. I know, and it's like I wish I could fix it, but I can't. Because it's a moving scene. And yeah, the Bulbasaur's shadows don't move, and they should. But yeah, it is only that one Bulbasaur. Hey, the other one's shadow moves. I've just noticed. It's fine, like the one in the middle. Its Vine shadow moves. So annoying. Put some trailers in the gaming channel. Thank you, I'll check those out. Flipped is easy, just mirror the scene, but shadows. Be right back, contacting artists for you and getting new artwork done. Thank you, Mitch. I've already given you the ideas. Okay, so in gaming news, which I was going to talk about, Big Walk came out, which is a great puzzle game. From the creators of the Menacing Goose game, and we love the Menacing Goose game. It's very cute. You get to walk around as like little weird duck creatures in the Australian outback, and it's very charming. And I talked about that already. What else? Cappy Castaway has come out. I don't know if I have put out. I cannot remember if I have put out the demo video that I've done on that yet. No, it's still on my list. Okay. I have a demo of that I did, that I enjoyed. Goose game? You mean Duck Duck Goose? Haven't played that since I was a kid. Mitch is so funny. Mitch is so funny. Funny chat, isn't he? Isn't he funny? Where is the button to say that I have done this video? There it is. Alright, I can now exit this screen. Yeah, fucking TikTok ate my don't disperse the clouds short. I was so pissed. Because they claimed that it was inappropriate. And I was like, what? She's got clouds covering her bits. I've seen worse on here. Okay? You subject me to those stupid ads where they do the AI fucking videos of like smut stuff that like fucking you're like, oh god, what's that? Fuck off. Yeah, I know. So they claimed that it was not appropriate for the For You page. What did the hang on, let me read the thing. Yeah, so that it's got like speaking of smut, so it's got 0 views on TikTok because they didn't push it out because it violates community guidelines, apparently. Let me see here. Where is it? I can't remember how I found that information now. But it came up somewhere here. Ah, yes. This video. Your video is not eligible for recommendation for the For You page. and its visibility has been restricted in the search results because this is because of policy violations. And when I have read it, it says certain content may not be appropriate for a broad audience related to behavioral health, sensitive and mature themes, integrity and authenticity, and regulated goods. So I'm sitting here going, how is that any of those things? Because the video where she jokes about fucking Tony's dick got 150 views. And the video where I shot a dead man's leg off and then laughed about it because I didn't think the leg was going to come off, that got like 200 and something views. Where is it? Yeah, that got 217 views. So it's like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. But anyway, I thought that was annoying. A little bit of a complaint. It's like the amount of shit that I've seen on For You pages that shouldn't fucking exist, yet the innocent video of me going, oh god, please don't move, you'll disperse the clouds and we'll see everything, is inappropriate, apparently. It's so silly and ridiculous. Can we as a society move on from TikTok? I would love for us to move on from TikTok. I hate it. But the whole point of, and shorts in general, is like one of those things that I fucking hate. But also, if you don't use those things, you get zero discoverability. It's fucking crap. It honestly is. It honestly is. So it's a little rough. In the grand scheme of things. What else is coming up? There is a silly little first-person horror where you bonkers and shoot your way through a 1950s theme park. It's a horror. And all of the creatures and puzzles and shit are all twisted, you know, I guess fair kind of grounds shit. It looks pretty cool. It kind of gives a little bit of a Bioshock feel. It was pretty cool. More game news. I have a title for my game. I love this. Give it to me. Tell me, what is it? In a few weeks, there will be some more. More video games coming out. There's one called Night Rolls, which is a cozy late night store where you make sushi and you stock the shelves and you serve customers and stuff. It's not scary. It's just looks very, very chill. They are bringing out 1666 Amsterdam, which has been getting a fuck ton of flack recently in the news for using generative AI and not giving a flying fuck that they are using generative AI, because in their opinion, and this is the dev's words, which I watched on a video, why would I pay an artist to give me 37 copies of something that looks similar to itself when I can get an AI to do it in 3 seconds? So it's safe to say that that game is unfortunately firmly off my wish list. And I think a few people in the gaming industry need a real good boxing around the ears, because like stealing people's jobs is just not cool, man. Like stop doing that. Don't do that. Like, AI is a tool. It is not to be used to take people's work away from them. Not fucking cool, bro. And the fact that you sit there and actively say, oh, why should I do this when it does it for free? Like, go back into your AI bro hole with all your other AI bros. No one wants to talk to you. Goodbye. Off you go. See ya. So yeah, that was unfortunate because that looked like a fucking cracker game and I was really excited for that one. Breath Edge 2 is coming out at the end of the month. Breath Edge is a hilarious fucking game where you accidentally get stuck in a wreckage in the middle of space, armed only with a chicken. And you use the chicken to like plug holes. It's so silly. So the second game is coming out at the end of the month and it looks really cool. Legendary Racer, the whole premise is to find who is worthy of having the title of Legendary Racer. So you compete in 30 tracks with 3 vehicles to see who's the best, 6 reasons, etc. Long story short, think Mario Kart but with a story mode included. Oh my god, I love that. That's so cool. That's like that feels like Sugar Rush. Remember in Wreck-It... Oh, I don't know if you've seen Wreck-It Ralph. I have kids, so I've seen Wreck-It Ralph. In Wreck-It Ralph, there's this game called Sugar Rush. And they're races, and they race around this like candy track in these little candy races and shit. It's really cute. And if they win the big race or whatever, they... they get to be like one of the characters, the first characters on the screen picked or something like that. I can't remember, but it's really cute. It reminds me of that, like, who's the best racer? It's gonna be more cute than Forza like game. Yeah, that's true. See that glitch character? Yes. Yes. Penelope Von Sweet. She's adorable. Meryl, thank you for the jump scare. How you doing? Dragon received a Saint Sud soap. Hey, you got that last time. I remember you getting that last time. What else is coming out? We got Bio Eden. That comes out at the beginning of next month. It's a like resource management kind of game where you like have to keep these little biodomes running with like animals in them and stuff. To make sure they're not exposed to like the outside elements and things. It looks pretty cute. Tiny Eden is coming out next month as well, which is this really cool like futuristic city, and you get to turn your apartment into a garden. You grow plants and you cook meals, and then you like sell your produce to people, and because like the city you don't get real like food in the city. And stuff. It's quite cool. Welcome to Elderfield comes out next month as well. Very, very exciting. That's a cool game. I enjoyed the demo of that a lot. Rolled a 2. That's better than a 1. I've just woken up. Oh no. Yeah, cats be cattin'. They do get the 3 AM zoomies. You know how they are. Which game is this? It sounds neat. The one where you get to grow a rooftop or like an apartment garden. That one's called Tiny Eden. What else is there that's coming out that I was like, oh, that looks cute? Nivalis Nights comes out at the end of next month, which is basically like a life sim in a cyberpunk universe, and I was like, yeah, I'm down for that. That sounds fucking amazing. There's also another kind of like exploration bioengineering game, but that keeps getting pushed back, so I'm like, maybe it'll exist, maybe it won't. It's been it's been sitting there like, oh yeah, no, we're going to bring it out next month, and then oh, we're going to bring it out next month. So we'll see if it comes out. But that one's called Honeycomb. Doggy Don't Care, which is basically you're a menace, but instead of being a goose, you're a pug. And I deeply, deeply enjoyed the demo of that. That was quite fun. And it was one of the indie devs that I missed at PAX. So I did go through and find all of the ones that I didn't get to look at and put them into my list of games to play, and Doggy Don't Care was one of them. The other one, coincidentally, if I remember you, I don't know if you remember me telling you about the Tornado game that I wanted to look at when we were at PAX. Do you know what that game was? It was Funnel Runners. It was Funnel Runners. I missed playing the demo. Missed playing the demo at PAX. Tragedy.
Need anything from the
Game looks hilarious. Oh, Goofy's gone to market, which means it's time for ads. Ads are a mandatory part of streaming for affiliates and partners on Twitch. We have to run ads minimum every hour, but don't worry, fam, because we hate ads as much as you do. So the gameplay is paused until ads are over, so you don't miss anything. So take this opportunity to get up, stretch, feed, and water your flesh prison, whatever self-care you fancy. If you're sticking around, we'll see you shortly. He had 1 a.m. zoomies last night. That is insane. Wow, we could have seen it earlier. I know. 2027 is going to be a better time. It is. It is. It is. We were discussing that yesterday on the way to pick up the youngest from school. And Mikey goes, are we going to PAX next year? And I went, PAX is going to be very expensive. So I don't know. And we're going to have to spend like a fair bit of money at the beginning of the year to secure, you know, accommodation and tickets and then the tickets for the plane and all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, we're gonna have to save up and have enough money to go and enjoy it and eat foods and things. And, you know, it'll be double what it cost me to go for you to come with me. And then, you know, we've got to consider what we're doing with the kids. And he's like, well, we can't take the kids. And I said, you want to take the kids? That's like $2,000 in plane tickets alone, doll. And he went, oh. And I went, yeah. So I'm like, I wish telling you like, you know, $8,000 to go to Melbourne would be an exaggeration for 4 people, but it's really not. So yeah, the you know, we'll have to consider what we do with the kids, and he's like, oh well, you know, you just go again. And I'm like, no, the whole point was for us to go together to enjoy PAX together. And he's like, yeah, but you know, like it's going to be expensive if we both go. I'm like, we'll talk about it another time. Because I'm going to sit here and get cranky that you're like, oh, you go, it's okay, don't worry, I'll just stay here and look after the children. No. Okay, you deserve a holiday too. Fucking not my type of game. Not my type of game. But a Silent Hill, I don't play Silent Hill games because it scares shit out of me. Love watching people play them though. Love watching people play them. So Silent Hill Townfall comes out in September. That's exciting. And Control Resonant, again, not my type of game, also comes out in September. Everybody's very excited for this. Understandably, it looks fucking cool. The myth, the legend, the menace, Sterling. Just look like butter wouldn't melt in that fucking cat's mouth. It's like wouldn't have thought that he was up at 1 a.m. making biscuits on someone's head. Mikey and Snipes come to PAX 2027. Early Snipes goes back to Queensland after PAX, while Mikey comes with me. She's gonna do a couple swap. I don't get anything out of this. I don't get a lovely lady to come home with me. Dang. Mitch is out here trying to swindle me. I don't even get anybody in exchange. What the fuck? Trying to steal my husband. This man's trying to steal my husband. Also, Minecraft Dungeons 2 comes out in September. I didn't even know that was a thing, you guys. Oh, Snipes thinks I deserve a lovely lady. Of course you fucking do. I don't know if you want a lovely lady. But you know, I think you deserve one. Can't get something for nothing, Mitch. Can too. Mitch is like, watch me. I just gotta convince Mikey. What else is coming out? Oh, they're doing a Hellraiser game in October? Mitch just has a punch to the face. Whoa! Mel's like, I am fucking violence and vengeance. I have been up since 1 fucking a.m. I'm gonna stab everyone in this general vicinity and laugh the entire time doing it. Yeah, they're doing a Hellraiser game. I am terrified by the very idea of that because Hellraiser was like... Whew... That's very accurate, Snipes. Believe me, I understand sleep deprivation more than most people. I know what violence it causes inside your mind. Hey, Mel, no angry at me. Mel needs a week of sleep. A week of sleep and someone to keep the cat from doing biscuits on the brain. I'll nap when the fur baby sleeps. Yep. Gotta treat it as a newborn situation. Gotta. But yeah, Hellraiser is one of the very few 80s movies that I don't go, oh, that's kind of funny now. No, that movie is still absolutely terrifying to me. So the idea of there being a game, they just did the hooks and the skin thing on the trailer. Yeah. That was icky and made me feel icky, and so we're going to stop that now. So yeah, anyway, it's a game coming out in October. Look out for that. Have fun with that, folks who enjoy horror games, because that looks very graphic. Forever Ago is a story of a senior citizen taking a trip across the north in search of like some kind of redemption. It's a single player road trip story. It looks very tragic and very cute, and he's got a dog, and it looks like a really good story. Was Hellraiser or the Halloween... Was it Hellraiser or the Halloween game that's apparently banned in Australia? Halloween. Why have an R18 plus rating if they're not going to use it? Yeah, did they actually ban that? Really? Why did they ban it? Halloween the game has been effectively banned in Australia after Australian Classification Board refused it a rating due to an in-game controlled substance mechanic tied to a gameplay advantage or reward. What? So you're basically saying because the character takes drugs in the video game's not allowed? Is that because it involves smoking weed to heal? Oh, so injecting yourself with plasmids in BioShock isn't fucking taking drugs and splicing your genes. And taking Mentats in Fallout and Buff Out and Jet and I'm trying to think of one of the other ones, Radaway, isn't injecting yourself intravenously with some kind of substance. And correct me if I'm wrong, but can't you huff fucking cocaine in one of the goddamn fucking what's that fucking game with the cars? Grand Theft Auto. Can't you like snort a line of cocaine in one of those? I'm pretty sure you fucking can. The drugs are the least concerning thing in most games. The opening sequence in cyberpunk is you taking a woman out of an ice bath who is getting her fucking implants harvested, completely fucking starkers, and walking her out to the trauma team. Also, stabbing her in the fucking chest with like healing drugs too. But smoking weed to heal is where they draw the line? You're kidding me. That is fucking insane. Yet you can have a scene in a video game where the character is so horrifically mutilated with barbed wire, where their feet are like tucked around the back of their skull and they're covered in barbed wire and their entire body has to be dragged across the ground on top of the barbed wire that is currently wrapped around their forearm. But that's okay. But if you smoke weed in a video game to heal, that's where we draw the line. That's the line. Really. Seriously. I can cave a man's head open with a bat and have it very graphically happen on the screen in front of me, should I so wish, in one of these violent horror games. That's okay. They banned Mortal Kombat 9. You rip a man's spine out of his fucking body in Mortal Kombat games. You physically rip the spine in Mortal Kombat 1. Whatever one that was like before that one. You physically rip a man's spine from his body and wave it around. But that's okay. Yeah, we have Saw movies. Oh no. Mel, you just unlocked that memory for me again. Thank you so much for that. It was the idea of the smell of the pig scene that made me want to yak more than the actual scene itself. It was the idea of like the okay. We're gonna stop having that conversation before I start to feel nauseous. God. Is this a Snipes crash out? It's not a crash out, okay? Crashing out would involve me being pissed off. This is just me being... I'm currently pacing my living room. This is just me being animated because I'm incredibly flummoxed by the fact that they would ban a video game for smoking weed, yet we have all this other horrific shit that they allow on our fucking screens. The woman in the movie that everyone likes, Obsession, doesn't she carve her own face out with a piece of glass? But that's okay, but we can't smoke weed to heal. What? Don't you need ID for anything online? I don't know, hey, but like that is just that's so stupid. That's where the fucking classification board draws a line. Oh no, we can't smoke weed to heal. You're handing it out as a fucking... You're handing it out in a controlled manner as a fucking way to deal with pain for people who have extreme issues on the physical side, as a way to deal with the pain. But you can't smoke it in a video game to heal? Like, yeah, it's a controlled substance. But like... So is the fictional buff out or jet or mentats that make you fucking smarter or stronger or slows down time in Fallout. How does that make that any different than smoking weed in a fucking video game to heal? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like you can't pick and choose these things. Either all drugs in games are banned or not. But it's just the weirdest place to draw a line. I don't get it. Like, you can't just leave it up to the parents to parent their children with video games. Yeah. Like, as a librarian, I cannot gatekeep information. If a child walks up to the counter with an adult non-fiction book and they put it on the counter and go, I want to borrow this, I can't say no. Because I'm not allowed to gatekeep information. What I can do is go, honey, where's mum or dad? We'll ask them if this is an appropriate book for you to borrow beforehand. If they give the okay, I'm happy to do that for you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't gatekeep information. I'm not going to tell that child that that's not an appropriate book because that's not my job as a parent. But I am going to make sure that the parent's okay with that beforehand. Like, this one kid was like, hey, I want to borrow out this book on World War II. And I'm like to the mum, I'm like, just so you know, there is a center bit with some pretty graphic imagery that's real, you know, just so you're aware. And she was like, oh no, he's obsessed with war and you know, history and that kind of stuff. I was like, cool. I'm obsessed with nuclear power and the disaster that happened in 1986 at Chernobyl, and I will probably eventually do an entire stream of me just talking about that at one point. So I get you. It's cool. I'm not judging you as a parent to parent. Like, we're cool. I just am letting you know that this is in here so you don't come back to me and smack me over the head with the book. Why did you let my kid borrow this? You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Exactly. Yeah, like, look, as a parent, I have opinions about parenting, okay, which are my own opinions, and I can't speak for every parent, and I, you know, would probably offend some parents with my opinions on parenting, but I do firmly believe that it's your job to keep your child alive and mentally sane until they reach the age of which they are supposed to do that themselves. Please teach them road sense. Please, because if I nearly run over another fucking child because they don't look when they cross the road, I'm going to find the parent of that child and I'm going to yell at them. And I'm going to use some rather big words. Please teach your children to manage their own internet safety. Okay? Please teach your children to look for appropriate things for them to, like, my kid still to this day, even though she is, well, not, she's a teenager, she's not nearly an adult, but she's, you know, she's in the late teens, will still come to me and go, hey, can you check this anime for me? And I'll check the anime and I'll go, it's fine, it's got titties. And she'll go, I don't want to see titties. And I'll say, well, maybe avoid that one then. Or I'll go, it's got some pretty graphic sex scenes. She's like, no, I'm good. All right, well then don't watch that one. You're cool, you know? And like, that's, she's deciding what type of media she wants to consume. And that's, you know, we've given her the avenue to be able to do that in her own way. Like, when, you know, youngest one currently wants to read a lot of graphic novels, that kind of thing. Some of them, this is an older teenage book, mate. You can't read this one yet. Not age appropriate. Like, it's just one of those things where you just have to, you have to give them the tools to be able to make decisions for themselves, but also keep them safe. You know, yeah, okay, you know, you've consumed that type of media, you don't like that type of media, so you don't consume any more of it. So you get me to check to make sure that it's not that type of media that you don't want to consume. I don't like horror movies, so I don't watch them. Like, because I have a photographic memory, and for some reason, I'm fine with video games and video game horror. I don't like playing them because I feel like I'm the character, and then I feel terrified, and I don't like that feeling. But I don't mind watching other people play horror games. I don't watch horror movies because I have a photographic memory, and then for the rest of my life, occasionally on random days, you know, a random Wednesday in July, I'll suddenly have that vivid imagery pop up in my head and go, okay, that's something I didn't need to see while serving a customer in the middle of a day, you know? Like, it's just fucking weird. So I just don't consume that type of media because I don't like it. And then occasionally they'll sneak a horror into one of my sci-fis and I'll be like, why did you do this to me? This was so good until right now. Now I'm terrified. And in about 6 months, it'll randomly terrify me again, even though I haven't thought of it. Can we refuse service from Mel for everything? That's not very nice. Lol, at work, when a parent asks if kid's okay with... This kid's okay for their kid, and it's like one of those covers that looks like a normal novel, but for... Yeah, nah, yeah. It's like, yeah. Books, you have to be... You know, like, we can't keep information, but we can let the parents know, hey, this is probably not appropriate. But yeah, like, it's silly. I almost ran over a toddler once when they were in a garage with the door open, a little ride-on thing, rode down the drive. Oh, God. He was told not to leave the garage? Yeah, see... I have opinions on parenting. Yeah, like, I don't let my kids play in the street. Because that's not safe. Even if it's like, you know, oh, it's a local street, there's only a few... No. I don't let my kids play in the street. Because I don't trust people not to kill them. And it's not because my kids have no road sense, it's because the people who are driving the cars are fucking psychotic. It's like, no thank you. I don't want to be... I don't want to end up having my kid severely injured and then me ending up in jail because I have thus killed the person who have hurt them. Like, you know, it's not a good look. Don't let them read Berserk. Yeah, no, that's definitely on the no list. Books should have age ratings. I agree. There are a lot of the mangas now that are having age ratings on them. I believe that the quote-unquote smut books should not be kept with the main books that everyone can just borrow, because kids can pick those up, open them and read words and go, "Mommy, what's a penis?" You know, and then that leads to a whole other pile of conversations, and then they're embarrassed because their kid's like, "Oh God, I found a thing and I'm curious about it now," and then they come over to the counter and slam the book down and yell at us for it. It's like, well, watch your children. Hate to tell you, this is still a public space. Watch your children. It's still your job to pay attention to them. It's not my job as the librarian to do it, you know? So, and like, it's a weird one too, because you know, you see kids climbing the shelves, or you see them like running around with something, and it's like the parents right there yapping to another parent, completely ignoring what their kid's doing, and it's like, is it my responsibility as a librarian to tell them to get off the fucking shelf, or is that your responsibility as the parent to tell them to get off the fucking shelf? If I say get off the fucking shelf, obviously not like that, because you know, we have work speech. Am I going to get in trouble with you for telling them to get off the fucking... Like, it's just, yeah. It's the whole thing. Speaking of playing on the street, when did that vanish? I remember playing in the street and yelling, car. Yeah. The kids in my street still do that. And you hear them yell car. But also, the amount of them that have nearly been run over is astronomical, which is why I don't let my kids play in the street. Not because I don't want them to play outside or in the street, it's because the people who are driving the cars just aren't fucking paying attention, and I don't want that risk. Yeah, you don't see that at all, because the amount of kids that have been fucking hit by cars, you know, increased when mobile phones came out and people stopped paying attention to the road. Even less than they did before. It just doesn't happen anymore, because there's so many more distractions for people now. And honestly, I don't think that driving is safe a lot of the time, because people just they're so wrapped up in their own shit that they're just not paying attention to the fact that they're driving a heavy machine that's like a few tons at high speeds, and you know, they don't pay attention to the consequences of that. The amount of near misses I have weekly is ridiculous in driving. Yeah, it really is. And that's the shit part, because it's like, yeah, the amount of times that I'm like, okay, that was a choice we made. That was a choice that we fucking made. And you just made it. That's not a choice I would have made, but that is a choice that you made. And you did it right in front of my car. All right, cool. That's great. You know? So yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, ooh, there's a playtest for that? Yes, please. Thank you. I have been invited to too many playtests. I need to actually start doing some of them. But yes. Any more news on video games that I can think of? And you know what I do to fix my anxiety with driving? Is watch dash cams, but that doesn't help it. No. That makes it worse. That makes it worse. Reason 5,972,431. Why car-centric infrastructures suck? They do. I genuinely wish that we had better public transport in my area. And that it was more of a thing that was easier to get to and that kind of shit. Yeah, I do really wish that it was more here. I found that Melbourne was quite, like, I don't know about the outer suburbs of Melbourne, but like the inner city of Melbourne, it was quite good to get around. And I think my own like local big CBD, which I'm very far away from, but still, I think that is also quite easy to get around in. It's the outer suburbs that are the problems. My state is a very must drive everywhere kind of place. Like, it's very difficult for you to get around out here if you're not licensed. It's unfortunate. What else has been happening in the video game world that I wanted to talk about? There was some things. Building Full of Cats. They're doing a remake. Building Full of Cats is a one of those, you know, hidden object games that I greatly enjoy playing on the YouTube channel in the silent sessions. They're a lot of fun. So they're doing a remake of one of the original ones that they did, which I thought was quite cool. What else? I don't think there's anything else that I had to give news on. I got my special edition for Wandering Village in the mail a little while ago. So I would like to do a stream maybe sometime in the next month or so. I want to share the art book and the information in the art book because I think it's really interesting and cool. And maybe play a little bit of the game, that kind of thing. So that'll be fun. So it'll be like a celebrate the game that I really enjoyed kind of thing. At some point, probably do that. I think we'll tidy the library. For a little bit. Hey Mitch, remember when I said a whole heckin' long time ago that I don't really know how to talk on stream? And that I just start playing the video game because I don't know what else to say. We just talked for an hour and a half. I think I know how to do yapping now. I think I know how to do yapping now. We'll continue yapping while cleaning the library. Ooh, new yapping achievement unlocked. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting the hang of this shit. Getting the hang of this streaming crap. I was talking to one of the mums at the school about this game. She's like, oh my god, my husband bought me Librarian. I'm like, oh, do you like it? She's like, I love it. I'm like, ah, yes. I was very excited. She's like, oh my god, I didn't find the keys. I'm like, the keys. She's like, I didn't find the keys till like halfway through. I was like, I had one pile at the back of the library near the door. That's when I started finding the fucking keys. She's like, oh no. I'm like, yep. Never doubt yourself, silly. Mitch being nice achievement unlocked. What is this? This is new. Nah, I'm kidding. Also, Mitch and Snipes, let me know when you're free next. Ooh. More pirates? More fucking pirates? I'm not scheduled for any more shifts this week, so I am available unless they call me in, which I can let you guys know anyway, if they suddenly call me in for a shift, but I am available for the rest of the week, excluding the fact that I have a fucking inspection on Friday, so I do have to do a bit of cleaning. But right now we're ignoring that in favor of cleaning the library because, you know, that requires me not to have to think about cleaning. Oh dear, not the cleaning. I'll stream, but Snipes has a lot of cleaning to do before Friday. I do. Where is this one going? 6. I mainly have to finish cleaning the kitchen. We're going to do the vacuuming and the mopping on Thursday afternoon. And I've got to clean the bathrooms, so that'll take, you know, an hour or so. Then we got to pick up the youngest kiddo, who's at school. The oldest kiddo is at camp for the next fucking 3 days. So that's exciting for her. Goes to the middle of buttfuck nowhere and does a bunch of, you know, team building shit or whatever it is that they fucking do in camp. I don't remember. I did whinge to Mitch this morning about it though, because they wanted the kids to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning, which, you know, fair enough. They got to get them all sorted and situated and on buses and fucking crap. I get the fact that that would be a nightmare to, you know, pull together. But as the designated parental unit for the child, I am required to hand in any medication to the teachers, right? So instead of just dropping her and saying goodbye and have a good time and all that, I've got to get out of the car and go up and wait in the area for the teachers to take this medication from my hand. And so I'm standing there with a bunch of other people who are also standing there waiting for the same thing. And they're like, you know, is there a teacher? And I'm like, I haven't seen anyone. There's no one here. And they're like, you know, other people are like, oh, I've got to go to work, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm lucky that I don't have to go to work today. But like, if I did, I'd be a lot more pissed off than I am right now. They made us wait for 20 minutes. 20 fucking minutes before this woman comes out and starts taking this shit off people, right? So I'm waiting in the line and this other lady's like, oh, no, you go first. And I'm like, oh, just because I'm pissed off about it doesn't mean that I should be going first. You know, you've got places to be, you go. It's like, I don't have to be anywhere either. I'm like, that's fine. You still go first. I don't mind. She was very nice about it. So then I walk up to this lady and I said, the medication's for my daughter. I give it the name and all of that. And I said, gee, it's lucky that I didn't have to go to work today. And then this woman has the fucking audacity to turn around and go, oh, well, I'm sorry, I clearly kept you waiting. And I was like, yeah, you fucking did, you cunt. And I twitched a little bit, and I went, you know what, Rabbit, you have a good time at camp. I'm gonna go before I bash a teacher, and then that's a whole other incident we don't need, isn't it? So yeah, that was not great. I'm like, so not only do you disrespect my time as another person who's trying to just get on with their fucking day over here. You not only do that, but then you give me attitude as well. Like, ma'am, are you good? You are the problem in this situation, not me. I've been here since 7 o'clock when you asked me to be here. Like, insane behavior. Simmer down, love. Like, it's not my fault you can't manage your time. My goodness me. Far be it from me to point out your fucking terrible behavior. I'm so sorry. I should just go back to my corner and think about what I have done. So rude. Snipes ignores cleaning in real life. You just clean the library. Yep, makes sense. I don't get covered in chemicals if I'm cleaning a library. This is fine. Vacuum and mop is always the last thing I do. It's like a reward when cleaning the house. A reward? Because it's like that makes the floors clean? Or like it's a reward because you enjoy that job? I like angry Snipes. Snipes doesn't get angry often. I could have used some big words at her. I just chose not to. I was like, no. No. My kid still has to go to the school for another few years. I better not be a dick. And then the other one's got to go there eventually as well. So it's like, well, shit. I can't make too many enemies. Started playing Hollow Knight again recently. It's been a journey. Are you like my eldest where you're like, all you hear from her bedroom is like, fuck, shit, no, damn it, no. She's playing Hollow Knight again. Well, I'm free like whenever. I enjoy that job. That's fair. I do not enjoy that job. That is my least favorite of the jobs. I try to think of a cleaning job I enjoy doing. I don't mind, like, cleaning my desk and my shelving with all my trinkets on them. I don't mind that job. That's alright. I sneeze a lot after it, though, which is kind of annoying. What is this book? Reducing Metamorphosis. How to Minimize Vulnerability. This is on the Transfiguration shelf. I just can't see it. Can always play some Sea of Thieves after stream with just the two of us. Wait until Snipes is done, then change from a sloop to a brig. Yeah, absolutely. Seem to have exhausted most of the actually fun bosses. I enjoy cleaning the inside of a monster can. He does enjoy that. We have told him that, you know, he could be killing his insides, but he keeps singing that I'm still standing better than I ever did song at me, so I guess he's fine. And now he's gonna cuss me out because it's probably stuck in his head again. Oh! Oh, yo! Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, game changer. I am so mad I didn't know about that till just now. The amount of times I've spent squinting at the titles. Were you just... I was! Remember the package thing? Remember how I was breaking the packages? This is another one of those situations. I just read Mel's message again.
And the front door is open again!
Thank you for shutting the front door on your way out, Mel. Chad has shut the front door 14 times. Oh my god. Okay, I'm dead. Hang on. Okay. I'm sorry, I sound like a hyena when I laugh. I try not to laugh so much because it's terrible and it's so loud. Oh god. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Mel's like, I'm just gonna go hide in a hole for the rest of my life. I'm not talking to anyone anymore. Oh god. Okay. That's the best thing that's happened all week. Because I read it as squinting. When I read it the first time, I didn't read it. And then when it was in capitals, I'm like, wait, what? And I just went back and read it and just like, oh my god, I'm dead. I can't even read that out without laughing. Oh dear. Okay. Now you've all heard my real laugh. Congratulations. Oh no. That's terrible. I do apologize for your eardrums. I'm dead. And now it's saved forever. Oh god. Don't. You can stop me again. Listen, Mel, what you do in your own time? Oh dear. I'm never going to stream sleep deprived again. I'm blaming, absolutely blame the cat. Blame the cat. It's all the cat's fault. Oh god. What's this one? Yeah, so anyway, this is Zoom fiction that I didn't know about. How did that become... See, like... That was supposed to be about me being an idiot. And Mel's just like, let me top that with a little word slip there for you. That's great. You've taken the embarrassment away from me. All right. Serious face chat. We're shelving books. We're shelving books. We're not in a harem. Oh god. Okay, that one goes up there. Oh look, we got a level up. I'm not allowed to use the level ups though, because if I do that, then we're gonna accidentally press a major magic button, and then we're gonna have major magicked everywhere, and then we're gonna have to start again, because the whole point of this run is to not use any magic. What's this one? Living paintings. Ah, that's over here. Where is this one? Oh, there it is. Goodo. This one's fire. Fire! Well, I've laughed enough to hurt my cheeks. I know, I think I broke something. I think I broke something in my my hip. Ay. I can't really tab out of this game, Draken, so I'll check that a bit later. Mel's like, well, I'm glad I made everyone laugh. I'm thoroughly embarrassed. What's this one? This one's healing magic. Tactical applications for long and short bows. Ah, this one. This one goes over here in data. This is the... where does this one go? Long-lived species. This is a sociology book. That goes here. Somewhere. On one of these shelves. There it is. I'm gonna have to change my identity now. No. No. It'll be fine. One day in the near future, everyone will have forgotten about this. And then Mitch will go, hey, remember that one time? And Mel will be like, no, shut the fuck up. And we'll be like, remember that one time you said the thing. And then Snipes cackled for like 20 minutes straight. Wasn't that great? Wasn't that fun? Didn't you have a good time? And then Mitch is gonna need an ice pack because Mel's gonna punch him in the eye. Mental identity. This is a transfiguration book. Where is transfiguration? It's down here. It's got a little stone on the bottom. Where is it? This one. What level is it? 8. No, 7. Both blind and stupid. There we are. Forest creation. May I share a random story? Of course you can. This game is designed purely for talking about things and stuff and life and the universe and everything. So absolutely you can share a random story. I welcome it. 6. That's here. Poor Mel's gonna fall asleep on the keyboard. It's gonna be like sailing. Mitch is like, Mel, bail! And she's like... Mel, the boat! We actually, ironically, this is not even like a joke. We had this one guy who used to sail with us on rare occasions. And without fail, every single time, this man would fall asleep. He would fall asleep on the boat. And we'd be like, hey. And he'd be like, just all you'd hear is snoring. And it's not even joking. Like, every single time we would sail, and we'd be like, oh, you know, like, he'd be, oh yeah, no, I'm not tired today, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then about 3 minutes into the journey, the second like we sort of cruised out of port, he'd be like, we'd be like, Ken. Like, oh, well, Ken's out. We'll just and then he'd like fall off, like we'd hit, like, you know, something would happen and we'd hit something and he'd fall off the fucking boat. It was the whole thing. So we just used to like try to get him to go downstairs because he'd always fall asleep. He'd be like, no, it'll be fine, I'll just stay up in here, and then he'd fall off the boat, and then we'd be like, well, off he goes. The mountain is over 14,000 feet at the highest point. Since we were used to living at roughly sea level, most of the trip Oh, hang on. 10 years ago, I missed the top part. My bad. About 10 years ago, my mum and I went on to a trip to climb Mount Whitney, the tallest mountain in the contiguous US. The mountain is over 14,000 feet at its highest point. And since we were used to living at roughly sea level, most of the trip was a 10-day hike to get to the accustomed altitude. On our way down, there was a concerning number of people trying to day trip. Like, that's dangerous because the height, right? Like the air and stuff. I've never personally climbed a mountain, so I am asking questions. I would play a sound on the horn. I would play a horn on the soundboards. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. What's this one? Transfiguration, that's downstairs. One of these will be the right one. I think it's this one. Yeah, I feel like, if you don't already live on a mountain, that would be fairly, you know, you'd have to acclimatize, to the level of oxygen in the air, right? Like, I mean, you've laughed hard enough. I think you're good with not breathing for a few minutes. It's true. It's true. I think I would be fine for a few minutes at least. At least I remember to breathe while laughing. Some people forget that and then they pass out. Apparently a common thing in comedy shows. I imagine climbing a mountain would be extremely difficult. You know, not just in the physicality of the thing, but you know, getting used to the level of oxygen in the air and that kind of stuff. I think it was Top Gear where they tried to drive in one of those special trips that they used to do, where they'd go to like a country and they'd do a series of challenges and whatnot. I think there was one where they were driving, I can't remember which one it was, but they were driving across somewhere trying to get to somewhere else, ironically. And I think that they were going up a mountainside and the air became so thin that the cars were struggling and they were struggling and they kept getting bogged and stuff, and it was like a whole, so they ended up turning around and coming back down and going a different way, which took them like a few days detour, I think, because they were trying to go the fastest way. Speaking of Top Gear, I have to rewatch a lot of that. I like that show. Grand Tour was the one they did after Top Gear. This was one during Top Gear. I haven't finished all of the ones from the Grand Tour. There's still a few of the video episode special things that I have to watch. Supply chain management's there. No, that's a mystery book. That's this way. I'm not sure about dangerous, but it's definitely not advised, especially given the altitude difference between Whitney Portal, the day trip starting point, and the summit. Took us almost the whole day to get down. Yeah. I miss Top Gear. It won't be the same now because Clarkson has his own show now. Yeah, yeah, I think without the three of them doing that show, that was what made Top Gear what it was, in my opinion. So I feel like even if they did continue without one of them, it wouldn't be the same. Because the dynamic that those guys have is just...
Yes, please.
Oh my goodness. Mitch has been subscribed for 16 months. Anyway, that email was because of this. Who robbed you? Oh, Snipes did. Yeah. No, I robbed him. It was me. I robbed him. Robbed me blind. I did. I robbed you blind of your hard-earned money that you chose to spend. Probably unwisely on me. Haha. Where does this one go? There. No? Yes. Where does this one go? Ah. Oop. Just faceplant into the chandelier. It's alright, right? So, thus, people have been jumping on the bandwagon of the let me throw thousands of things on the ground and you sort them into shelves bandwagon that everyone has been jumping on. I have been given four other sorting and shelving video games, which I will be doing little pieces on here and there over the next few weeks. But when we run out of this game, when we have shelved all of these books, we will have many more to do. Oh, what kind? So there's this one, which I bought because I love libraries. And then I also have one where you sort ducks, which is unironically called Sort Them Ducks. I was given that by the devs to do a piece on, which was very nice of them. I appreciate them for it because it's quite cute and it's very fun. So I've recorded a little bit of that, and then I'll do them a little short for TikTok. And then I figured once we finish this, we can sort ducks. Wait, there's a duck one? Yeah, and they're all different types of ducks. So you have like ducks that are at the beach, and then you have ducks that are like dressed up to go into space, and then you have ducks that are superhero ducks. So you have Bat Duck and Super Duck and Wonder Duck, and then you have like a series of mob ducks, pirate ducks. There's so many more that I can't think of. Oh, there's ones that are like shaped like fruit and like food and stuff, and all very cute. So yes, I figured after we had finished this one, we could go and sort ducks, because you know how much we all love ducks. So, except for Mitch, who fondly likes catching them with a fishing rod. I can't, like, honestly, I can't I can't believe that. I feel so bad. When I was reading that story, I was like, oh no, that's awful. It's also awful because I can't get up here. There we go. Never gone fishing. I don't blame you. That would be traumatizing. You did what? He accidentally fished up a duck when he went fishing one time. So yeah, that was a whole thing. I also have, apart from duck game, that we sort the ducks. You monster! What the fuck is going on? I don't know. What the fuck's going on? I don't know. I never know. I try to know, but most of the time I don't know. Damn, Mel with the typos today. Yeah, Mel's sleep deprived. It's a cat issue. It's not a skill issue, it's a cat issue. I tried fishing, threw the line out, duck saw the bait, came flying down for it, got the hook in its wing. I had to reel it in while it was freaking out, take the hook out, and make sure it was okay. So anyway, Mitch doesn't fish now because of these traumatic events. The duck was fine. The duck was fine. Don't panic, Mel. The duck was okay. I know the end of this story. Yeah, it was just a little scared. Mitch was not okay. Mitch was traumatized. But the duck was alright. I can literally hear Mel saying, I don't care about him. I just care that the duck was alright. Literally hear the words in my head. I care about you. Just care about the duck. So yeah, we have a duck sorting game. We have a game where we sort videotapes. So it's like it's like an old VHS archive. You have to pick up all the videotapes and put them back on the shelves. We have one where we clean up a supermarket. And then we have another one that's similar, but it's like it's not a supermarket, it's like a smaller version of a supermarket. So like I don't know, like a 7-Eleven or something.
Need anything from the market?
Goofy's gone to market, which means it's time for ads. Ads are a mandatory part of streaming for affiliates and partners on Twitch. We have to run ads a minimum every hour, but don't worry fam, because we hate ads as much as you do. So the gameplay is paused until ads are over so you don't miss anything. Take this opportunity to get up, stretch, feed, and water your flesh present whatever self-care you fancy. If you're sticking around, we'll see you shortly. Poor I just remember my sister fished a sea snake and all the parentals yelling, don't touch it and put it down. Oh god. Poor duck was just hungry and now it's gonna tell its duck friends that a human magically grabbed the duck from water and pulled it to land, just let it go again. Poor ducky. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break here during the ads. Please enjoy the music while I am away. I will return in a few minutes.
Gosh, look at all the great stuff I got.
Back from the ads, we missed you, except for Mitch, because he hates everyone equally. Are the ducks gonna make fun of it? Like, humans can't magically grab ducks from the air. Reminds me of that bit from Fern Gully. Aren't you a little old for believing in human tales? Tails? Humans don't have tails. They got big bottoms and walk around in loud shorts. You sing screaming, "Hi, Helen," or something like that. I can't remember the exact line. Wow, you're a reason a poor little duck got bullied. We've discovered something and I don't know how I feel about it. Sounds serious. Maths. Which is best and favorite. What became the coolest duck because it survived a human? Oh my god, that's an old movie. I remember watching it on VCR. Back in our day, we used to watch videos in the VCR. And you would have to rewind them. Or the fucking people at the video store would charge you money for having to rewind the tape. Thus became the saying, "Be kind, rewind." Oh, it's our day now. Yes, Mel, you're one of the old ones now. It's in the Discord. Investigate it at your own leisure. I will. Thank you. And Mitch can't be like, "Oh, it's not me. I'm not part of the old club," because you're younger than Mitch, so technically that makes him part of the old club by default. You see, so he hasn't got a leg to stand on. Not a leg to stand on, he doesn't. I'm sure he'll come up with some elaborate excuse as to why he does. However, until then I shall lord it over him in this manner. More bows. There's a lot of bow books. We should read these. These are good. See? I can look now. You see, with the zoom feature. It's groundbreaking. I never thought to look for a zoom feature. Just do what I do in my everyday life and I go, what does that say? It's not that one. It's this one. Oh, I watched the video and wow. I will have to check this video out. How to survive in a mana-disparient society. I don't know. We just wing it. Hypnosis. This is psychological. That's over here. And I was gonna say, oh, we'll switch to a different game, but there is absolutely no point with 1 hour left in stream to me switching to a different video game. So I guess we're part of the library now, chat. This is how our day is going. Welcome to my job. I hope you enjoy your stay here. We are one with the library. We are. We are one with the library. We are one with the books. We are one with the culture, the atmosphere, all of it. I did my corporate induction yesterday for my job because they have the initial induction into your area and then they also have a corporate induction because you see it's the council, so it's all proper and fancy and shit. And so I had to go to this corporate induction. And it was basically 3 hours of them telling me shit I already knew. But that's fine because I still got paid to go. Library is probably more fun than a cat cafe anyway. I don't know. I think the cat is trying to remind me of something. Probably that you haven't fed it. Or that you have fed it and that it wants to be fed more. Because, you know, cats be catting. As they do. And they be going, hey, you haven't fed me. And you go, yeah, I have. And they go, no, it's a lie. And you go, but pretty sure. And they go, no. And now I shall destroy something because you have not done this. Or spill all the water and like a refill. Yep. So then we're like, I just filled your water. Ah, but I have knocked it everywhere and now you must fill it again so I can do exactly the same thing for a third time. But what if you just don't do that? No, I shall. Food, right. Dinner time for us. I need to hop out. Yes, the flesh prison requires sustenance. Thank you for hanging out, Dragon. Appreciate you being here as always.
And the front door is open again!
Thank you for shutting the front door on your way out. We'll see you back at the rest stop real soon. Chat has shut the front door 15 times. Oh, this is systems for nurturing promotions in guilds. Why am I looking in the occult section? That's the wrong place for this. Hey Mitch, you remember how we were talking about how AI seems to be the topic of everyone's conversation at the moment? With you know, good reason, I feel. But it seems to be everywhere and you can't get away from it. They had this... Yeah. They had, weirdly... We went to this corporate induction, and there's a button because it's a corporate induction and it's council wide. It's people from everywhere. It's not just people from libraries, right? So there was a table of us library folk, who all seemed to ironically congregate at the same table and then be like, "This seems to be the library table." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I got a feeling, so I just sat down. I had a feeling this is where I was supposed to be." Turns out I was right. What's this? History... financial. This should be over here. So we go through the whole induction thingy and blah, 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 and we're talking about this, that, and the next thing and all of the other things, the exciting things that we get offered and all of that sort of stuff and blah, blah, blah. You know... standard, you know, this is the company and this is who we are and this is what we're about, blah, 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 blah. So then we get to meet the CEO of the council, who comes in and talks to us for like 15 or so minutes about everything. Very passionate about the whole idea of you know, serving the community and all that thing. He was a very lovely man. And we were asked to think about some questions that we had for him about like the job, the council, whatever else. So people went around and asked questions and that kind of thing. And this one fucking lady asked about the council's stance on AI. And I was like, I can't get away from this shit. Even at work, everywhere I go, it's a conversation. It's a topic of conversation. It was a very positive. Outlook on it. It wasn't, you know, anything too dramatic. It was basically like any AI that's being implemented or that will be implemented is you know, to take the stress off of like call centers, that kind of thing, where they're answering like menial questions and that kind of stuff that can be done by, you know, a simple computer, yada yada yada. And it wasn't a, hey, you know, we're going to use it for all these great things and it's going to do all of this. It wasn't an AI bro kind of conversation, which was nice. It was nice to hear. He basically had the same stance as kind of like, I feel that it's like a tool and that it can be used in certain situations but not for everything, and you know, that kind of stuff. So I feel as if it was a good conversation. It wasn't one of those, oh god, I've gotten why am I surrounded by AI bros, you know? But it wasn't one of those conversations. But I just thought it was funny that even at work I'm surrounded by this topic of conversation. I'm like, it's everywhere. Oh god, it's everywhere and I hate it. Yeah, literally, right? And it's like, it's not a terrible conversation, it's not a terrible topic to have, but everybody has very strong opinions on it, and that is valid. Everybody's opinion is valid. But it's kind of like politics. It evolves into this sort of back and forth argument that it doesn't need to, you know. So I just prefer to keep it out of a lot of conversations. You know, I'll bring it up here and there if I feel the need to, but yeah, it's one of those we can't escape this topic at the moment. It's just one of those things that's everywhere, and I thought that was kind of funny. Because it was just like, here I am sitting here. I had to fight not to roll my eyes. And it wasn't because her question was a bad question. It was a valid question. It was just like, I feel everywhere I go at the moment, this is a topic of conversation. So it's just like, oh god, I'm tired of it, please. Please give me a break. The economy of the 3 lost decades. Yes. So yeah. It was thankfully not an AI bro conversation. So that was nice. I didn't have to go, well, actually, to the CEO of my job. Because I was like, don't voice your opinion. Don't. Snipes. I'm looking directly into the windows of your soul from the inside of your brain hole. Do not voice your opinion. I managed quite well, I thought. It was close. It was close for a minute there. It was close for a minute there. I didn't jump in with an opinion. That probably wouldn't have been a good one to voice in the middle of that conversation. What is this? This is necromancy. I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, it's one of those things where I have to remember where I am, I think. Because sometimes I'll go, well, actually, you're fucking wrong. But I can't do that in some situations, tragically. We don't want to step on all the toes at once. Just a couple here and there. Shake things up a bit. Make people feel alive, you know? Magical warfare, history and tactics. That feels like an upstairs book. We step on toes here and there. We shake things up a bit, make people feel a little bit alive once in a while. But, you know, it's probably not a good idea to do that at work. Especially not when you're only a month in. You know, kicking the nest doesn't feel good. Only step on Mel's toes. Stay away from my toes. We're not stepping on Mel's toes. Mel's toes already get enough torture from her shoes. Well, at least the ones she wore packs anyway. I think we'd be doing her a favor if we stepped on them, you know, like numbing them a little. Surely. This one. Those shoes are very much broken in now. Thank goodness for that. Because you did look in an amount of pain by the second day. Ooh, whoops. I'm not gonna lie though, the shoes were cute as fuck, and I would have also bought them. But yeah, again, pain of shoe is not great. Well, one person in company was also a pain, so yeah, the shoes took your focus off it. Oh dear. Oh, that's not the World Encyclopedia of Potions, is it? Perhaps... Where is that? There. Putting it in the wrong spot. Mel was dealt physical pain and mental pain all packs. Yeah, no, we just received psychic damage. Mel got the pain. Well, Mitch also got the pain from the ankle, so both of you received physical and mental pain. I just received psychic damage. So I suppose I was the one who came out of that the least traumatized, really, wasn't I? Gracious, I should count myself lucky. Oh yeah, I figured out why I rolled my ankle on such a stupid thing. Oh, I thought it was because we were yapping, to be honest, and you just didn't see the curve. Because we were too busy talking. My tummy on the last day seemed more of an issue for someone than it was for me, which is weird because I was the one in pain. I know, you poor thing. I didn't realize that till after the fact, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this information. I wish I had known this information earlier. And then we could have, you know, gotten sat down or something. Or like... run to Coles and got you a heat pack or some shit. I don't know. Like, fixed it we could have fixed it somehow. We could have at least assisted. I didn't know till later, so I was like, oh. I wish I could have helped. This one is at the bottom shelf. I remember that. A maths book. But despite all the bullshit, I did have a good time because it was like the people that I spend my time with online were just it was just like, you know, having you guys in the physical rather than having you guys on the internet, and it was nice. It was nice to spend time with both of you. I had a good time in that respect. See, that would be the correct response, not whatever that person... Yeah, well... Absolutely, because it's like... You know... I give a shit. I'm not centered around my own needs and wants. I feel like that's an important part of friendship, you know? it's a give and take situation where you go, okay, you are feeling certain way, how do we make this better? And then if I am feeling certain way, you guys go, how do we make this better for you? You know, like we're just one big happy friend group. Yay! Or something. I don't know. When I dislocated my knee multiple times, I started walking on my left foot in a weird way to help with the pain. Eventually the muscles healed, but I kept walking weirdly. You put more pressure on the outside of your foot. Okay, fair. And then when you step down, instead of trying to land flat, you land more on the outside of your foot. I'm just glad it was my ankle and not my dislocated knee again. Aw, how wholesome. Well, yeah. I feel like friendship is one of those things where you... Oh, this is illusion, not necromancy. I'm like, where's the book that I want? I feel like friendship is one of those things where you know, you care about the people and you take steps to help them out when they're feeling shit. If it was your knee, we could go your wheelchair for a cup. Yeah, a cup holder. Damn, it should have dislocated the knee. Yeah, and then you could have had your monster in the cup holder. And people would have moved out of our way when we were walking places instead of trying to kill us. Because we are small. This is brilliant. Okay. Choking on my water. Dang it. I would have rolled you over someone's foot too. I imagine you would have rolled over many feet. PAX was very busy. There was a lot of people. Would have been pretty funny though. Is it this one? Yeah. Then we could have made Mitch like a lance or something. We could have done wheelchair jousting. Would have been great. Oops, sorry. Jerk reaction to the pain. Could have... Yes! Could have run away. Could have run away. And we could have gone to... We could have gone to the boba stores that I wanted to stop at. That I wasn't allowed to. We could have gone to the cat cafe. I could have met all the cool Fallout people. We could have cut a I don't know, fusion core apparatus out of the back of Mitch's chair and pretended it was like a fucking power armor suit. I don't know. Could have done lots of things. Not allowed to stop. I wasn't allowed boba. I only had, you know, I was like, I had dreams of having boba like every day because I can't always have boba every day because my kids also want boba if I have boba. So I only got boba one time. Only got it one time. I was very sad about it. And there was a make your own boba store near the hotel and I really, really wanted to go to it. But I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to go. So I didn't get to make my own boba. Because we have that shit here. You just have to tell people what they want and then they make your boba for you. To make my own boba. Would have been fun. I don't drink boba, but I would get it without bubbles. Yeah. Boba without bubbles is just as good with boba with bubbles. That was a tongue twister. You wouldn't like it, it's too spicy for you. Yeah. We got away with like probably like a year. We got away with the you're too young to drink tea. We got away with that for a bit. That only worked for like a year though. So And it didn't work for the other one because the other one's older. So I was like, it'll, you know. Yeah, no, you're too young for this. It's tea. Can't have any. But, wait, so... Am I stupid? Where's it go? Oh my god, no. Huh? System prisoners in Arcane Court. No. 1, 2, 3. There? Okay, it's a 10. It's a 10 book one. That's why I'm getting confused. I hated the morning. Yeah. I just wanted fucking coffee, man. I just wanted to go and get fucking coffee and sit. I wanted, that's what I do in the morning. Okay? That's my morning thing. I get my coffee and I go and sit, and I will sit there from anywhere between like 15 minutes to fucking 2 hours, like depending on where I have to be, right? I wanted to get coffee and just fucking sit down and just watch the universe exist, because let's all just, I was at work full time and that was a holiday for me. So I wanted to enjoy it like a holiday. I wanted to have a bath and sit and watch the world go by. I wanted to be able to buy the food that I wanted when I felt like it. You know, at that stage I was in the stupid job and it was all very stressful and I wanted an escape from the stressful. Instead I got more stress. Was unfortunate, but you know, at the end of the day we all learnt our lesson. Spoiler prevention magic. I think we all need a bit of spoiler prevention magic, to be fair. I think that's an important book for all of us. We should all read that one. We all learnt a very valuable lesson from this, I believe. And in future, it has allowed us to ensure that we will not make the same mistakes again. Is this... Oh, this one's already there. I just want to have... Yeah. 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 Me too. I didn't get to see... yeah. I spent like $200 on the 3-day pass. I just wanted to spend my $200 for the 3-day pass using it at the venue with which I bought the pass for, you know? And it's like, oh, I don't know if I'll go back on the Sunday. It's like, I fucking paid for Sunday, so I'm gonna go back on Sunday. I will walk. I don't care. Let me go. I want to go. But no, I had to have a chaperone, which was I will walk. I don't care. Go away. Let me do what I want, because I would have spent the rest of the afternoon there. I would have bought the things that I wanted. I would have looked at all of the things. I would have played all of the video games. I would have just stayed there for literally the rest of the day, because I didn't get to see anything the first time because it was so fucking busy and there were so many people, and the things that I did see I was too scared to go look at because there was people. There was a lot of them, and I'm a nervous person who doesn't like to be, you know, in the way of other people or perceived by said people. So I was struggling with that, and poor Mitch had to put up with my clicking and whistling, which he claims didn't bother him, and I'm grateful for that. Spoil that friendship though. Next time, just to do whatever I want, and I want to meet up start of the day, I'm just gonna be like, already started the day, I'll see you all at or after PAX. Yeah, like, I think that, you know, it'd be nice for us to, you know, if we all end up going at the same time, or hopefully we do, I think it'd be really nice for us all to just kind of like spend one day there together and just kind of like, you know, go back and forward and do what we want, and then kind of like meet up for lunch or whatever and that kind of stuff, you know. Where we just kind of, you know, if we hang out for the day together as a group, then great. If we don't, then we don't. And like, you know, have dinner or something, and you know, maybe hang out a couple of times, that kind of thing. It doesn't have to be like a full, we are glued to each other and in everyone's pockets for the entire fucking time. Because I don't think that's really necessary. Because we all just kind of want to enjoy, but also, you know, hang out with each other. Because we actually, you know, shock horror, we're friends and we like each other and we want to, you know, do some stuff. But, you know, like, it doesn't have to be a whole palaver about it. Speaking of spoiler prevention, Hawker's community's mods are absolutely incredible. How she's gone into Ocarina, I know, right? Without being spoiled, is something I need to study. I love seeing the genuine reaction and spending ages trying to figure something out. She's such a great... Yes. There was a few, it was a few, people yesterday that I noticed that were a little bit more unruly than usual. Which is a rarity to see. Because they normally get stomped on straight away. Or, you know, a couple of people misinterpreted something and got a bit stroppy about it. And that kind of stuff. Like, I was gaming at the same time, so I was tuning in and out, but there was a few bits there I was like, oh, whoops. Someone's gone and gotten a bit offended there, haven't they? And that kind of thing. So, yeah, but genuinely, the fact that there has been so little of any kind of even attempts to, like, are instantly jumped on, or, you know, if someone says something that's a little too close to directional information or anything like that, is just immediately just gone. Like, it's gone from chat, like, before anyone's even finished reading it. It's really, really incredible. Yeah, honestly, incredible bunch of people that she has around her. She's very, very lucky to have such dedicated mods, because they are on it, man. They are on it. Holy shit. But yeah, the the YouTube chat's a whole thing. And I'm glad you know, she kind of steers away from that a little bit. Because yeah, it is a very different atmosphere, a very different group of folks over there that make a lot more racket in the wrong places, I think. Magical detective lore. Surely this will be on this shelf, right? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, and the fact that like, I don't know any of the video game either, because I wasn't a Zelda girly as a kid. I was a Sonic kid. So I have kind of been getting the same sort of joy out of it as she has. And I think that's really cool. It's been nice. It's been nice to kind of have that same feeling of joy and sharing it with her. In the most authentic way, because it's like, this is the first time, like, you know, she's like, I'm lost, and I'm like, me too, man. I got no fucking clue where you should go. Like, if this was me playing, I'd be as lost as you. Like, I've got no fucking idea what's going on. Like, I'm in the same boat as you, you know. And even if I have an idea, I'm not going to tell you because it might be right, and I don't want to spoil it for you, and I don't want to tell you where to go because it's like, you know, your sesh kind of thing. But, you know, there were a couple of times where I was like, maybe if we go this way, and then I'm like, no. I won't say that, because it's like me braining out at the same time as you braining out, because you're doing the same braining as I am. But yeah, it's been a really cool thing to watch. Can I be honest? I actually liked the oops. Can I be honest? I actually liked the clicking because it helped me know you were behind me, so I didn't need to turn around every 3 seconds to see if you'd wandered off. If you did, I'd let you go wherever you wanted. Keep an eye when you're done, yeah. I tried to be like... I tried to not get distracted and wander off. I tried to be like, oh, I'm just gonna go over here just so that you know where I am, kind of thing. Because, yeah, there's just so many people. Sorry to interrupt, but it keeps raining right, but only in the front of the house is getting rained on and not the back where I'm sitting. It's fucking with me. Oh my god. Yeah, I agree. Do you have a magical spell over your house? Do you require an anti... You know, a dispel? I've got books down there on that. If you need a dispel, they're over there. Oh no, sorry, over there. My bad. That's the dispel shelf. If you need a book on dispels, they're over there. All right. So let's head on down there. Any ones that are missing, I'll find them for you if you need it. I fucking went to one library the other day and I was having this chat with this lady. She's a really lovely lady. And she's like, oh, can you find this book for me? I'm like, yeah, we actually do have that. I forgot what fucking library I was in. I took her over to the shelf. I'm like, it's not here. And then I went back over to the counter. I'm like, do you know if it would be anywhere else? Like, because, you know, I've only been to this library once. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's at such and such library. I was like, oh, I'm a fuckwit. My bad. Oh my god. So now it's gonna be like, which fucking library am I in again? That's gonna be my problem now. I'm gonna be like, I don't know where the fuck I am. What day is this? Where are we? Whee! If the clicking stopped, I'd know you'd wandered off and to slow down. Let you do your thing. Like almost steal merch. Oh my god, I didn't mean to! I just thought there was people at the front and I didn't see the lady. I felt really bad. Once you're done, you'd find me. That was mostly for day 1. Day 3, you had 0 issue going out on your own. But there was a lot less people on day 3. And also I needed a minute. I needed a minute I wasn't allowed to have. Wow, Snipe's such a thief. I didn't see the lady. This is gonna be my life forever. You guys are just gonna tease me about this one time I didn't see a lady. You think of me? Snipes didn't run to the airport. Take 3. Of course, it's our job too. That's true. It is. I'm genuinely like surprised she didn't even say anything to me. Like she just let me walk out. Like she just watched me. I would have been like, oh, the counter's over here, you know, like said something. And then obviously if the person had fucking piss bolted, then they were trying to steal it. Or they could have just been an oblivious dickhead like me, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder how many people walked past her, not realizing that that was what the counter was. It was probably only me, let's be honest, but still. I'd like to think that more than me did it, okay? Just so that I feel a little less silly about not seeing her sitting there. But like, you know, if someone leaves without like hiring out their books, I'm like, oh, you know, do you want to scan those first? Because often people will like grab what they want and then they'll like get distracted by and then they'll forget that they haven't done it and they'll walk out. Like that happens more times than not. And then sometimes people will deliberately try and fob something off. And then when you call them out, they get super embarrassed and like bail. So that's another option as well, which is far less funny than the embarrassed people who walk out because they were having a conversation and forgot to buy their books. the lady I was talking to when I forgot what library I was in, she also did that because she was having a conversation with me. And then she's like, all right, well, I'll see you next time. I thought, because she, like, I showed her to where the ESL books are. And then I kind of left her to it, sort of thing. And then she come back to the counter to ask about something else. So I thought the books that she was holding, she'd already, like, put through. On the self-serve. But no, she'd just gotten distracted. Totally fair. It's a library. I get distracted. Reducing metamorphosis time. What's this one? Metaphysics. This is bound to be one of these books here. There it is. I just stare at them. So you just threaten them with your eyeballs. So try it. Fucking try me, bro. See what happens. Yeah, I can see you doing that. You'd scare me into coming back to the counter, I reckon. Snipes, you are soothing Sterling. Never stop talking. In fact, send me a tape of your voice for me to play when he needs to stop being a menace. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm soothing the cat. That is nice to know. That is nice to know. I have an entire channel of VODs. Just put those on for him. We've got an entire playlist on the YouTube channel. You can just give him the VODs. I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's so cute. Tell your cat I said hi. It's like my kid, she gets so excited when people have their dogs outside the school. She's like, excuse me, can I pet your dog? They're always like, yeah, of course you can. We saw like a staffy. It looked exactly like it was a girl, but it looked like a Duke, and she was just like licking and like jumping, and my youngest was just like, oh my god, this is so great. She's like, he's so full of energy. I'm like, I'm pretty sure the man said it was a girl, sweetheart. She's like, oh, she's such a silly thing. It was so cute. Arrows. This one. Offensive and defensive magic. That be down here somewhere. There it is. Workshop series. What's this? Alchemy and inflation. Ah. Question is it on the economy shelf or the alchemy shelf? No, economy. Okay, good, good. Illusions? This is speak to convey. So yeah, now my problem is I have to not borrow all the books. It's not a terrible problem to have, let's be honest. But I keep writing down numbers that I want to borrow. And I haven't finished the ones I've already got. Although I'm probably like halfway through Midnight at Chernobyl, so that's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure I'm halfway through this other one that I've got over here as well. Where the fuck is this book? Am I blind? Crafting, auditory, illusions. What are you? Illusion ends and reality begins. Okay. But where is this one? Because this should be on this shelf somewhere. I am just blind. I've put a book in the wrong place. Surely I've put a book in a wrong place. Ah! I have. This is why the sense is not making sense. Maybe you should just steal them. Seems to go with your character at the moment. Yes. Good plan. We steal all the things and all the stuff. We become a rogue and we live in the forest with all our collected things and stuff. And we ward people off by putting signs that the area is radioactive. And we have a little speaker that plays scary noises so that people stay away. Yes. Yes. Good idea. This is good. Good plan. Good plan. Well done, Mel. Good thinking. You're gonna forget you wrote the numbers down for and eventually see them and be like, numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Indeed. Numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Yes, I did do... I hate that you're right, because I did actually do that. Because I only wrote the call numbers down. I didn't write the titles down. So then I was like, I don't know what these are. I don't know what these are. So then I had to look up all the call numbers and write down the titles. So, you know. You might as well be a magpie. Yes, shiny things. Shiny things. There you go, Mitch. If you have a, if you ever have a magpie in Mitch's super cool, super special, super amazing N64 style video game, I will voice the magpie. Yes. Shiny. Yes. Very distractible magpie that's like, what were we talking about, boys? I don't remember. Whee! Ooh. Where does this one go? Time to make another clean up the mess game, but you, being a magpie, found the dragon hall. No, there's already a dragon one. You have to think of something else. There's already one where you clean up the dragon's hall. There's also one where you clean up the magical shop. There's also one where you clean up the potion store. There's also one where you clean up a jigsaw puzzle museum. There's also one where you clean up an actual museum with dinosaur bones. That one I'm tempted to. Because let's be fair, I really like dinosaurs. And the idea of picking up all the bones and putting them back where they belong is really appealing to me. What else? What other ones have I seen? Oh, there's a toy store one where you pick up all the toys. I can't think of any other ones. But generally, those are the ones... Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. There's quite a few there's quite a few sorting games now. Oh my god, I got it! Oh my god, he's got it! Chatty's got the idea! Nobody panic. He has an idea. Cutting edge of happiness. Somewhere over here, I think. Wait, this one is over here, I know that. Ah, happiness, that's here also. Very good. How to get happiness. The book we all need to understand. Happiness is what you make it, chat. Civil liability. Surely it will be over here. There it is. Very good. Whee! Complete guide. Stealth magic. Ritual design. For the practicing necromancer. Giant ass kingdom with everything has been thrown into the courtyard. Everything, barracks, throne room, all of it in the courtyard. Now you want, Jesus. My attention span could never. Mel was like, nah, no. And I'd be like, I will hyper focus and not eat for 18 hours just so I can put everything back. Because order. And shit. It's very good. I don't know, this type of game, it just scratches an itch in my skull. It's very good. Fundamental skills in archery. Healer diff, promotions and guilds, that's over here. That's a wall. That's a wall. This one's a management book, surely. Surely it is. There he is. Whatever that thought was, I lost it. Whatever that thought was, lost it. It's gone. She's taking a holiday. No, that's 5. We need 6. There it is. Eee. There. Dimension Rift. That's over here somewhere. Why are you on the wrong shelf? You shouldn't be on that shelf. You should be on this shelf. There we go. Can't say you didn't get your money's worth then. Exactly. Although, did you see that that guy got his money back after spending forever on a video game? But then, because they went, oh nah, we're gonna take that game mode out. He claimed it wasn't the same game, and they went, yeah, no, that seems right. And they give him his money back. Oh, that was interesting. I feel as if that opens it up for, like, a bunch of fucking people to do that, though. Like, it's not a terrible thing. Because, yeah, there are some games that are sitting in my library that I will never touch again. Because they changed directions or whatever when they were in early access. But then again, it's like, well, okay, so I bought it in early access. So, like, by rights, I made the understanding that, you know, I was going to buy this game with it not being 100% finished. So I can't really turn around and go, oh, well, it's not the same game that they advertised when I bought it, because they did advertise it as an early access game, but the one he had was a full video game. So I mean, I suppose you could justify it that way. I don't think, like, you know, it was a terribly bad idea, because the guy's right. You know, they take a mode out without, like, warning everybody that they're gonna, well, I mean, not necessarily even warning everybody that they're gonna do it, but, like, you can't turn around and be, or like, oh yeah, this is the same video game you bought, because it's ultimately not. But I don't feel as if I can turn around and go, hey, this such and such game is not the video game I bought. Because they can then turn around and go, well, you did buy it in early access, so you were buying it with the understanding that the game would change. So I suppose in circumstances it works. No, we're going the wrong way. We need to go this way. Earth. Wind. Fire. Captain Planet. Whee! Then walk past it. Oh look! There's a zoom feature! Look at that! Zoom! I either didn't read the information when they told me that there was a zoom feature, which, let's be fair, it is me, and that's likely. Because I do... the irony of it is I do read instructions for some reason in video games. I don't tend to read the instructions as thoroughly. Yet I will always get cranky with Mikey if he does not read the instructions fully before starting to put something together. And I realize the irony in that. And the hypocrisy in it. It's like, well, I don't understand. That's because you didn't read the instructions, doll. Goofy's gone to market, which means it's time for ads. Ads are a mandatory part of streaming for affiliates and partners on Twitch. We have to run our ads minimum every hour, but don't worry, fam, because we hate ads as much as you do. So the gameplay is paused until ads are over so you don't miss anything. Take this opportunity to get up, stretch, feed, and water your flesh present, whatever self-care you fancy. If you're sticking around, we'll see you shortly. I'll just put this one back and I'll pause it. There we go. It's got to go back there, you see. Over there, on the shelf. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break here while the ads are on. Please enjoy the music while I am away. I will return in a few minutes. And then she will go, I want you to have it. And I will go, that is a really nice gift, darling. And then I need to find a place for the stick and or rock. And I'm running out of places for sticks and or rocks, chat. It's becoming a problem. Because child keeps giving me these. There's currently 3 sticks and 4 rocks on my couch as we speak. And I have nowhere to put these things. And I don't know what to do about it. This one goes on the sociology shelf. Wee. That's a nice stick. They're all very nice sticks. They're all very stickish. We've nearly cleaned the full of the top. Look, we've only got a little bit left. How exciting. Making progress. I will have to progress myself in the direction of food, surely. So I'm hungry. Whee! I mean, you could clean all of it super fast by just throwing them down to the bottom floor. This is true. But then then I would have to clean that. You see. No, that's... I can count to 5. I promise. Nope, that is definitely a chandelier that I don't need up my nose. Beginner's Guide to Necromancy. It's important work. You must read it. Sociology. Over there. Do. No, this is the incorrect spot. Be somewhere here. There. Very good. Ouch, that was my head. Thank goodness we're in a video game. Because that would have certainly been a concussion. Wasn't this here? Oh, yes. I'm staring at it. Fuck's sake. I would say we'll clear the top of this before I finish. But I think I'm a bit too hungry to do that. So I'll do this stack. And then I think we shall end it there. Go get food! I know, it's in the fridge. I'll heat it up soon. And go get me some, please. I think I have some extras. I may be able to help you, Mitch. I think I have some extras. What's this? This is healing magic. Okay. Breaking the curse of the trophyless. The curse of the trophyless. Sounds like some kind of disease. Trophylus. Whee! Where's the one with the fancy spine? Oh my gosh, speaking of fancy books. Oh no, I'm going to talk about work again. I was shelving some reservations and there was literally the prettiest... You know how the pages on a book and sometimes they'll print like patterns on the pages and you get like this whole like artistic kind of look on the book. They had... It was a newer book by the looks of it, and they had I think it was like black cats and like koi fish and stuff, and the pages were blue. Oh, it was so pretty. Pulled it out of the shelf just to have a proper look at it. It was so pretty. I was like, we need to invest more money in making things pretty. Especially books. Books should be very pretty, I feel. 1,200 books! We're just under halfway. Look at us go. I should be very pretty. I think you should. Yes, I would like to save. That would be a good plan. Thank you for reminding me. Otherwise, we'd end up not saving, and that would be a whole thing. 300 to go and we're halfway. I think we can crack that. I think we can. We've certainly got some kind of potential for it. We just did libraries and yapping. So that's, you know. I suppose the library's whimsical in its own way, isn't it? Was a good stream. Thank you. Thank you for being here for it. Thank you for being here for it. Right, so, this is our only stream for this week. Because I was going to do, I might, maybe, Friday, after, if I don't get called into work and after my inspection, if I have some time, I'll throw a stream up. If not, then, well, we'll be back next week with a stream. Tuesday and Wednesday, because I will be at work on the Monday. So we'll have a couple of streams next week. Wouldn't be anywhere else. That is very kind of you to say, Mitch. I appreciate you. Yeah, so next week we will have 2 streams, provided I don't get called in on one of those days. And we're still on a bit of whatevers, so we're just I'll load them up as kind of like just chatting streams, and we'll just see how we feel, where we're going, what we're doing. I don't have any particular schedule for games at the moment. It's just kind of whatever I'm feeling. So I hope that you guys don't mind that, and that you'd be happy to stick around to just hear me talk about things and play some whatevers. But thank you for stopping by Sniper's Rest today. Whether you're watching it live, watching the VOD, whether you're here for the whole stream or just popping in, whether you're lurking, active in chat, or just chilling out and enjoying the stream, please know I appreciate each and every one of you. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. And your time is valuable, and I am grateful that you spend some of it with me. Here are the socials in case you would like to check out any of the other journeys we have taken. We have a YouTube, a TikTok, and a Discord, which you can join if you wish to do so. For the rest of the week on the schedule for the YouTube channel, we have another episode of May May Not tomorrow. Friday we have an episode of Librarian, the silent session version, not the VOD. We have Cappy Castaway going up on Saturday, and another episode of Grounded on Sunday. So big week as always on the YouTube channel. We try to put out as much variety as we can, so that there's something for everybody. A little bit of everything, a little bit of variety. It's always the spice of life, isn't it? But as for the Twitch channel, we will be back next week. Probably on the Tuesday at 9 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Same snipes, same Twitch channel. So until next time, please take care on your way. Oh, Mitch, Mel, message me if you wanna sail the seas. Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.